Hello, this is Bridget Lyons with Unfettered Ink, and this is a PR primer. Now today I'm going to do something totally different, which is instead of addressing a specific reader question, I just want to put an issue to rest. Because I think there's something that gets people really stuck. They've got this really great pitch idea, they want to reach out to a reporter, but then they get really hung up on what format their pitch should take. Well, this is actually a question with a really easy answer, so we're going to put it to rest right now. Just send an email. Really, I promise, it's that simple. Now, okay, maybe not that simple. So what I'll do is I'll break down exactly the format that your email should take, because there's a right way and a wrong way. Like everything, there's best practices and then there's kind of no-nos. So right now what I'm going to do for you is give you exactly a format that you can use to present your pitch that will increase the probability that the reporter is either going to pick up your story or at least really go, wow, that's a great person and a source that I want to contact in the future. Now, while we go over this format, there's two things I want you to keep in mind. Every single pitch needs to do these two things. The first is convey to that contact that you're reaching out to that you're paying attention to what they put out there. So you want them to know that you're reading the newspaper or the magazine or watching the TV show or subscribing to their blog, and just show them that you're a fan or a reader or what have you, okay? The second is that you understand what your place in their media outlet might be. And this is really the core of a pitch right here. It's saying, I get you, and I also have something to offer you that fits within your mission and would be of an interest to your readers, okay? So let's go on to the format. The format is very simple, and I'm going to break it down step by step. So first, of course, because we're sending out an email, we have to have a subject line. Now, one thing that I love to do with a subject line is pay attention to the media outlet and notice a few phrases or formatting tricks that they often use in their headlines. And then you can kind of copy that format and use it for your subject line. Again, this shows to them that you're paying attention to what they're putting out there already. You're already sending a really positive and strong signal. The next thing you want to do is make sure you're always addressing a person. Never ever send like a dear editor or to whom it may concern when you're sending a pitch. You want to make sure that you're targeting the person who you think is going to be most interested in what you're offering to their media outlet. So make sure it has a name attached. Dear John, Dear Mary, whatever that person's name is. Now the next part is hands down the most important thing, and that is your first paragraph. Now, what you should do with your first paragraph is model it after the journalistic convention of a lead. So if you don't know what a lead is, it's a pretty simple concept. So you know how like when you read a fiction story, you're reading a novel and it builds and builds and builds and gives you all these clues, and at the very end there's a big reveal about kind of what's been going on? Well, in the journalistic convention, it's exactly the opposite. You give away all the important information in the first couple of sentences. So that's what you should do with your pitch. Right off the bat, lead with, what the story angles that you have to offer and how it's a great fit for the media outlet you're pitching. Should be no more than 3 to 4 sentences. Then after that, your second paragraph can be a brief introduction to who you are, what your project is, and what your background is. So why are you the best person to be incorporated into the story? Now here also, if you have like survey results or a trend that you can talk about, or even other people that the media outlet can interview on the topic you're proposing, this is a great place to include that. So you can show them how you're a great source for them. Then finally, the last piece is the ask. So many people send out this great story, but they don't give the journalist an extra step. So what you want to do is put the ball back in their court and say, if you're interested in interviewing me on this topic, here's how you reach me. Or I think that my product is a great match for your back to school coverage that's coming up in a few months. If you'd like some high-res images or product samples, here's how you can reach me and I can send those to you. So that's it. That's the ask. Then of course you close it out, thank you very much, with your name and a link to your website so they can do a little digging on you if they're interested in your story. And that's it. That is the basic format that you should be following in almost every single pitch you send out. So I really hope that today's PR primer kind of gets you unstuck on those format and like, how do I put this together questions so you can really focus on doing the research into the media you want to reach out to and then putting together a great story for them. Well, in 2 weeks, we'll be getting back to our normal format where I have some more reader questions to be answering. And as always, I really invite you to send me your questions. I love to answer them and to dig deep into the issues with outreach that are kind of holding you back from breaking through like you want to be. So thanks for tuning in today.